Why, hello there everybody! Welcome back to another episode on the Hitchhikers SMP. We have some exciting stuff planned out for today, mostly to do with the following two shulker boxes. As you can see, I have a full shulker box of regular apples and two stacks of, well, one stack of golden apples, one stack of enchanted golden apples. And we're also going to need that many item frames, which means we're going to have to gather up quite a bit of leather and sticks to make those. But not only that, we're going to have to gather the trees to put these item frames on. And let me tell you, I did the math and I think it's going to be like 187 trees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you also have to remember that I am replacing the leaves with terracotta with some lichen on it, so there's a lot that I have to do to get that set up. On the bright side, we have two farms that we can use to help us get started with getting those item frames. We have the Hoglin farm, which gathers us quite a bit of leather, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have nearly enough for what we're gonna do. In fact, I might have to AFK this overnight just so that we can get all the leather we'll possibly need for this. And if we head to our beloved shopping district, we have our witch farm, and the witch farm actually produces quite a bit of sticks, which we can use to create those item frames. And as you can see, we have plenty to work with, but I doubt we're going to be able to actually finish this mini game today because of all the materials that we're going to need. And I'll tell you, I've been gathering these materials for the last few days. I've been gathering quite a bit of lichen, though I have not reached the amount that I'm trying to gather. I've also been gathering some more terracotta. We have universal dyeing on the server, so I could just dye most of these the colors that I need, but this is still probably not going to be enough for what I need. And don't even get me started on the trees themselves. I don't think I have enough logs for this. So I think we're going to tackle some of these issues one at a time. The first being the terracotta. As you saw, we have quite a bit of different colors, but we're still going to have to dye all this. This took me a while to even gather this much from the villagers, and there has to be an easier way to do this. So I have decided I'm going to convert some of my mud into clay and then smelt the clay into terracotta, and hopefully that will help quite a bit as well. So let's see, what am I going to need? I'm going to need 64 pointed dripstone, 64 of any block, and I think I'm just going to go with the block of amethyst just to make it look a little bit colorful. I know for sure that I'm going to need at least one wall, and here we go. And definitely quite a bit of redstone. Luckily I have my redstone box here. Now this setup is actually pretty easy. I'm just going to do it right next to the mud farm, simply because, well, they kind of work in tandem together. I make the mud and then I make the clay. I think that'll work out just fine. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned, but I actually converted this to work with making mud and making concrete. And I'm actually really excited about that. So basically I have this waterlogged leaf block, and there's like a setting that I can change inside here. How do I get in? I don't even remember how to get into my own thing. There we go. There's a switch right here, the toggle between mud and concrete, and basically all it does is it just turns off whether water is dispensed from the dispenser or not. But when concrete powder is placed next to a waterlogged block like this, it actually converts into the concrete block. And so the redstone still pushes it along, and it gets pushed over to those pistons over here, which push it up and then eventually push it out. And then we get ourselves a concrete converter, and it works pretty well. In fact, I still have some concrete from the last time I used it. But we need to focus. We are working on a clay machine, so let's get to that. It's gonna be real easy. We're gonna make this as simple as possible. We're gonna do an 8x8. There goes Gort. I should probably say hello. I saw him flying by all sneaky. But okay, so we need 8x8. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll just fill up this entire square. And what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna put the pointed dripstone underneath it. Man, I love how the amethyst block sounds. Look at that. Or I guess listen to that. It's so nice. Look at us go. There we go. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and put our pointed dripstone underneath, like so. Make sure you get it under all the blocks, very important. Alrighty, perfect. And I can kind of hear the drips already coming from the dripstone. It's very weird. Okay, so this takes care of the first part of this system. The rest is going to have to be done through redstone. So let's get to it. Didn't mean to place that. So this first part is actually going to be really simple. There's just going to be a lever on top of this block, which powers up this repeater right here, which is basically going to make it so that if a block is placed right here, the signal gets passed through to this side. And what I am doing is I'm having a piece of redstone dust right here with a target block next to this piston. So basically it will activate and push that block along just like so. Now over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a wall right on this corner over here. We actually don't even need this block here, but the wall has to be right off of this corner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an observer against it. And so when our mud gets pushed over to this, it's actually going to connect with this wall and it's gonna activate the observer. So let's go ahead and make a line of pistons going across right here, because this is what's going to push our mud forward, and we'll connect the redstone dust along the edge like this. And so now when the mud reaches this wall, the observer will detect the change on the wall, the redstone dust will activate, pushing these pistons forward, which will of course maneuver the mud across this platform. So with that being said, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a stack of mud and let's go ahead and give it a try. We're just going to place our mud right here and we're just going to hold down the, holding down the button did not work as I thought it would. Okay, no worries. If we just click, it should be fine. We'll have to figure out something to prevent that issue from happening if we hold it down. This machine only handles 64 mud at one time, so it kind of works out, I guess. But anyway, here we go. On top, you can see the mud already converting into clay, which of course, once that's done, we can collect that all up, throw it in a smelter, and get ourselves some terracotta. And to fix the issue that we just had, all I did was I replaced the dust with the repeater, put a block right here and a redstone dust on this side, which will still go into the target block. And once this is all converted, we'll go ahead and test it again and make sure with another stack that we can actually hold down the right mouse button and place down the mud without there being any issue. But I'm gonna let this run for a little bit and fingers crossed that we come back with some clay. Now, like I mentioned, one of the issues we're currently having is I don't have enough oak logs to make the orchard that I wanna make for the apple picking mini game. So I'm going to have to resort to actually growing some more oak trees and then farming those logs up and then eventually replanting the saplings that grow from them. I could very well just go deforest an area, but I figured let's just do it this way. If push comes to shove and we actually do need to go deforest an area, we'll do it. All right, I caved. This has been taking way too long. Okay, all right, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 1 diamond per stack. Let's take 2 more just to be safe. Oh my gosh, I'm spending all my diamonds on this. I even bought out Fuzzy's gold, all of it. These are all my diamonds. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably check up on my shops, huh? It's been quite a bit of time since I was last on the server, and I might as well. Well, that's odd. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Making back my lost earnings. I need to restock this ASAP. What about the iron shop? Surely we have made quite a bit of profits from the iron shop. I don't think anybody else has an iron farm on the server as far as I'm aware. And okay, made some right here. Okay, made some right here. And none right here. Perfect. Look at that. It's 26 diamonds. We're almost recuperating the loss of all the gold that I bought. What about here at Mr. Mystic's Magical Museum of Marvelous Merchandise? Wow! I don't even remember what was in this box. I think it might have been like wither roses. Wow! Look at that. We're making... Oh wait, no, it wasn't wither roses. What was it? What was in the box? I'll have to go back and I'll have to see. I don't recall what it was that was in there. Oh my goodness, we're rolling in the diamonds today. Wow! We're over a stack now. Look at that. We've definitely gotten back all of the money we've been spending. goodness gracious. I need to restock the wool. Wow. Honestly, I haven't checked on how my sheep are doing in so long. It's probably overflowing, which is never good. Oh my goodness, I'm so rich. Oh, a diamond block. Oh, somebody bought some mud. All right, I didn't restock that. Some saddles were sold. Some end rods. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. Look at all this money. Oh, that's mud. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Somebody's been spending quite a bit at my shop. Oh my god. Hey, I am not complaining in the slightest. You know, I said we've been spending so much money at the shops. We might have to go on a shopping spree after this. Look at that. 2.5 stacks of diamonds and a diamond block. Look at that. That is wonderful, wonderful news. In fact, now I'm wondering if it's worth it. Is it worth it? Welcome to the Tree of Wonder. The thing that has stolen most of my diamonds this season. No crafting bench, so I can't. We'll just place it somewhere right here. I guess right here. That's fine. And let's go ahead and do. I'm gonna do 3 purchases from the Tree of Wonder. So there's 3 in there. Let's see what's our first one. What do we get? What do we get? Some pointed dripstone. Wonderful, wonderful. Love that. 10 out of 10. What do we get? Deep. That's not a bad one. Deep slate's not a bad one at all. And the last one, we got some more diamonds back. Wonderful. Okay, what a decent haul. Let's head back now that we have our wood, because there's a few more things we have to do. Come on. Come on, convert to clay. Come on, convert to clay. You got this, please. Please, for the love of all that is holy, please. Please. Come on, it's just one more. It's just one more, please. Please. All right, well, while I was waiting, Lost Midgeon came and delivered so many more logs for me to work with and said the price will come later. So that's exciting news, I guess. Now we're just waiting on this singular piece of mud. Please. Dude, I straight up think that this mud block is never going to change. What the heck, man? You're the last one. Do you not have a you have a dripstone underneath? Why do you not change? Why do you not love me? Do you not care that I have brought you in this world to turn into clay, to be smelted into terracotta, to be turned into an autumnal tree? This is an outrage. Okay, so maybe this system is a tiny bit flawed because, well, it's not going to convert everything at a reasonable pace and it's at random, but at least it mostly converted everything, I guess. But okay, let's take this over to the smelter and let's smelt it into terracotta. Let's go ahead and place you in here, and eventually this will fill up with regular terracotta. There's just so much work to be done to be able to get all of these materials. It's not an easy task. We need a lot of terracotta, we need wood, we need lichen, we need item frames, we need apples. All of this has just been adding up, and I'm getting quite stressed from it, man. Luckily, autumn doesn't end for a while, and so I can just keep doing what I'm doing here and slowly build up the resources necessary to make this game, and hopefully it'll still all work out in the end. But in all honesty, if it wasn't for universal dyeing, this would have been even worse, because at least with universal dyeing I can use all these colors to create for me a set of orange terracotta just like that very easily. But alas, still not enough. In fact, I'm probably going to need more lichen than this as well. But unfortunately, I think that's going to have to do it for today's episode. I am tired. I've been gathering resources all day, and it has been so exhausting running all around trying to get all this stuff done. But I am inclined to say that we are getting a good place on getting this mini game finished. We're almost there, I feel. We have all the apples required. We have the golden apples. I think we have all the logs we need now. We're definitely gonna need more lichen, probably some more terracotta as well. And then we'll have to build it. And I think that'll be good to go. We're almost there. Also, I have a big build planned coming up that I've been working on. And it's going to be my very first mega base. Ooh, I'm really excited, and you should be too. But that will be in a future episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell to get notified when I upload a video. If you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter, Instagram, and supporting me on Patreon, all at CurtisDoesADig. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Whee!